I've spent the last couple of hours reviewing a software called Bonsai, and it's a unified platform to help service businesses and freelancers to basically bring everything into one place. Think about your clients, your projects, and your finances all housed under one roof. And it is a powerful application. And this category of these type of apps are continuing to grow. And you probably come to this video doing a little bit of research to see whether it's worth your money and time to invest setting something like this up. So I'm going to give you my unfiltered opinions and thoughts of Bonsai. So if you're interested in Bonsai, you can find a link below, but if you want to browse this entire category of apps, then you can find it linked below or search toolfinder.co and you'll find absolutely loads of them, I promise. It's one of the best places to find apps and tools, and we're here to help you do that. So as I mentioned, Bonsai is this platform that wants to help you handle the clients, the projects, and the finances side of stuff. And it does that through helping you to manage a client from the invoices, the proposal, all that initial onboarding stuff, all the way over to booking them with the finance side, and then project management. So being able to track the time that you're spending, the projects that you're doing, etc., etc. And for freelancers and for businesses, that whole process being housed in one location can not just save them time, but a lot of effort when it comes to managing your business. You want to be able to do it well. And I've seen a wide range of businesses use this, like wedding planners, all the way over to marketing agencies that have 32 people. So it is quite wide ranging in what they can offer, but really designed for those ones who want to be able to bring everything in-house. I'd like to start with the pricing. The first thing to note is it is not free. I couldn't find any free access to Bonsai, aside from the 7-day free trial which you get, but the pricing starts from $15 per month. Now that is for the basic plan, and it is limited to just the monthly recurring rate. You can get stuff cheaper if you go annual. So that is something that is quite dramatically cheaper. You get per plan 4 months free. So again, it brings the basic pricing plan down from $15 to $9 per month. Obviously that one is billed annually, but at the same time, a pretty reduced rate. Now there are 4 plans in total. There's basic, there's essential, which sounds sort of the same, premium and elite. Elite will give you everything and basic will give you the bare bones. Obviously it's best to browse through what they give you because that is always subject to change, but there's a pricing page that does give a breakdown. But I wanted to just share some of the things that I noticed. On the basic pricing, you're only limited to accessing some of the project and the finance side, but not the client billing experience. And on the free plan, you aren't allowed to have access to the iOS, Android, Mac, and Chrome apps. That's only from Essentials onward. So if you're looking at their nice on-the-go app, or you want the Chrome extension or whatever, then you're going to be limited there. So you do need to be on Essentials plan, which I believe starts at $29 per month, monthly, if you do want to get access to even those elements. They're just things I noticed in the pricing. Important to note if those mean a lot to you if you're on the go as a business. Obviously, maybe you are, maybe you're not. A lot of the people are these days, so just to be aware. So I'm probably not going to go through every feature. It's quite a difficult application to explain. What I am going to do is just show you what I think is important to note as part of the process. I'm on the premium plan as we demonstrate this. I'm also going to talk a little bit later in this video, so you can skip ahead if you're looking for the raw opinion on whether it's good for each particular type of person. So let's start with the client management. The client management is essentially an area where you can create a client and associate projects and all of the other aspects of the business. So for example, you can associate estimates to them if you've sent out some estimates in which you can create in Bonsai. You can also manage the deals as part of that client, so you can see the pipeline in where you're progressing towards closing that client, and you can also see things like contracts with that client, proposals with that client, things that you're sending out that are a bit more firm, forms to help the onboarding process, which is again very helpful, and the scheduling. Now this is very important because this could replace something like Calendly that you may want to book an appointment with, and you can set up automations so that you can build them automatically after a certain session. Good for individuals like psychologists, therapists, things like that, those type of more service-based roles, all the way over to larger marketing agencies that are billing for their time. all very helpful. You can also manage what services you have, and you also have a client portal which is accessible from the Essentials plan onwards. The client portal is a great area for you to share access to certain things with the client so they can see things like deliverables, how much you're spending with them, and break down other such information. Now in the projects area, it gets pretty, I guess, what you'd expect with project management. You can change the views of things all the way from table to Gantt to a more timeline or workload view, and you can manage your projects, tasks, and each task you can assign time tracking to. So you can track how much time you spend, and that obviously correlates to the invoicing and how much you spend with a certain client. So what's nice is that client management area becomes sort of like a CRM because you're tracking all of the aspects of the deals all the way up to the time you're actually logging as part of your relationship with that client. You also have timesheets, which does staffing and breakdowns for employees as well as resourcing as well. So you can make sure that you are not overloading your team. Time off as well, which is helpful to see that as a big overview, which is very helpful. Now, and finally, there's an area called financial management, and this is where you can track your invoices, which you can create and manage as part of Bonsai. It also has payments, which allows you to set up with QuickBooks and Xero, which are both popular accounting software, and you can also do invoices through here, which I just mentioned, income and expenses, as well as rate cards as well. So you can really keep track of all of the financial aspects of the business, but keep them housed in one location so that you're able to send out an invoice to somebody, a client, without having to do a vast amount of work, because everything's embedded within this platform. You can associate blocks that you'll work with, so services straight away, or existing invoices that are due, so that you can create them automatically. So on top of this, it has reporting and automations in which you can go in and break down further information, making sure to set up the automations that matter, all the way from the onboarding, the scheduling to the onboarding, all the way over to finishing a project with a client. Reporting, again, gives you a breakdown of everything from capacity management to financial breakdowns as well. So the pros of this application is it's clean, it's simple and easy to use. It is well designed. It's not going to win any awards, but at the same time does a job, is reliable and robust. And during my testing, I didn't find any problems with Bonsai, and I think the application worked well on the mobile devices as well. So I quite like how you can house everything in one location, and it's quite clear in which each and every area you're using inside of the platform. Proposals to invoices all the way over to client management is easy, and it does feel quite robust in terms of the pipeline setups, the deals, and all of that side of stuff. So in some way, it does work as a solid CRM tool, a solid sales CRM tool, and as a fully fledged project management software that may be suitable up to the size of medium-sized businesses. So if I had to point out some cons with this application, is there's not many AI features. I looked at another application as part of this. I already knew of it. It's called Honeybook. It is a popular platform that is very similar to Bonsai. They have a lot of AI features, all the way from helping you to send an email to taking AI meeting note takes, which is very popular at the moment. But it doesn't seem like there's any effort or any introduction of AI features as part of Bonsai. Now, they may be on the precipice of launching a bunch of them, but at the same time, during this review, I didn't get any hints that Bonsai were delivering any AI features. So the other thing that I'd probably make you aware of is that the basic plan is very basic. You don't get the iOS and the Android access, but if you're okay with that, that is obviously up to you. But something that you'd expect as part of a basic plan, to be able to access it on the go. You're only limited to web, and you do have some other limitations in terms of the client billing and client portal. So is this application really good for you? Well, for freelancers, I think it's a very nice application. Now, in my opinion, if you wanted to save a bit of money, you could probably go with something like Notion, build up a workspace and be able to create some sort of area. There's loads of templates out there, and you could create some picture of a client portal to share. But overall, that experience is done for you as part of Bonsai, and that is the lure that a lot of people like. It's an all-in-one service platform so that you don't have to worry about all the parts of the business. So as a freelancer, if you're sending out regular client-based work, you have subcontractors, you are time tracking, and you want to be able to manage all of that financial management in one location, then this is actually a good choice and is probably well worth your investment of time and effort to set it up. If you're a small or medium-sized business looking for something like this, then this is good. It's really probably better for those marketing agencies, service businesses that are more process orientated and that have, I guess, a lot of client relationships compared to, say, somebody or you using a project management resource to replicate this. So I would say it's great for up to medium-sized businesses that are in that realm. Whether you're creative, an agency or whatever, it's probably better suited for that. And finally, if you're a larger team, I probably wouldn't recommend it. The platform is good, but it doesn't have the scale that I think other platforms like Smartsheet, Monday.com, Rike, and those type of tools, ClickUp, that are more customizable and have more power to managing your project. But again, if you're a client-focused business, then you may consider it because obviously that is a fundamental part of your day work. So overall, is it worth it? Probably if you're a freelancer or small team looking for something reliable, robust, but if you're looking for AI-based features, you're probably best at looking at Honeybook, which is his competitor. I'll include both of these in the link. So that was Bonsai, a platform for managing clients, projects, and financial basis all in one house. Now, many people will be looking for these types of tools, maybe even after this video you are. So do check out toolfinder.co and you'll find absolutely loads of them. I'll help you find it and narrow down your options. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you did find it helpful, do hit the thumbs up and share your comments below on your experience with these type of apps. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.